Hey everybody, Jason Franks with Games for Gaijin, episode 3. Sorry for the delay in posting my third video. I finished episode 3 earlier in the week, editing, and everything went perfect. I was getting ready to save it. My iPad said not enough storage space, so I deleted all of the source videos thinking that the final was saved inside of iVideo. And long story short, I learned an important lesson about how iVideo works. So here we are with take 2 of episode 3. Today we're going to be looking at Sweet Stack, which I know is the second stacking game in a row that I've reviewed, but this one has a lot less to do with stacking than Frog Stack did last episode. This game came out in fall of 2016 at the Tokyo Game Market. The designer is Muneyuki Yokochi. The publisher in English translates to Manipulated Puppet. This game is about $25 to $30. It does come with English rules. It's 2 to 4 players, probably 10 to 15 minutes to learn, and about 30 to 45 minutes to play. The best way to categorize it is a board game competitive Tetris format. So if you ever played Dr. Mario, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Super Puzzle Fire, or more recently games like Puzzle Quest, this is an analog version of those games, but supports up to 4 players and has some pretty neat scoring mechanics. So I really like it. It's definitely a mechanic that you don't see very often in board gaming. It has a really fun Halloween theme to it, which makes it super family friendly, and it just plays very clean. So overall, very impressed. And with that, let's open up Sweet Stack and take a look at how you play. All right, so let's take a look at what we have with Sweet Stack. Component-wise, it's pretty basic. We've got our Halloween candy bags, which also serve as our score sheets. We have our candies, which come in red, yellow, green, and blue varieties. We have our pumpkin power tokens, and we have our player elimination candles. That's all you need to play Sweet Stack. The premise behind the game is to try to fit as many of these Tetris-shaped candies inside of your candy bag as possible. When you can't fit the card that was passed to you inside your candy bag, you're out of the round and eliminated until the following phase. So with 4 players, the round will end when only 1 player is left standing. There's 3 ways to score points. You can score points based on the number of candies you can fit in your Halloween bag. You can score points based on color bonuses, and you can score points based on eliminating other players. The game starts by you drawing up a hand of 5 of your candy cards, and each turn, you're going to pass 1 candy card to your left in rounds 1 and 3, or to your right in round 2. You're then going to try to fit that candy passed to you inside of your candy bag. Candy cards always have to enter your candy bag right side up. In order to rotate a candy, you're going to have to spend your pumpkin power tokens, and there's 3 different abilities you can use throughout the game, and I'll get to those as we look at the different cards. On the cards, there are some symbols. You have cards that give you a pumpkin power token when you pass them. You have cards that aren't allowed to be rotated. You have cards that give you a pumpkin power token when they are passed to you and you're able to fit them inside your candy bag. and you have cards that give you player elimination bonus multipliers. So those are really the main symbols across all of the different cards in the game. So let's talk about how you score. So as I mentioned, there are 3 ways to score points in SweetStack. Baseline scoring, you get points equal to the number of candies you can fit inside your candy bag in a round. You also score color multiplier bonuses. So you'll notice on the candy bag and scoring sheet that there are some colored candies at the end of each row, 2 rows for each of the 4 candy colors. So for example, if I were able to finish the entire bottom row, I would cross off the blue candy at the end, and for every blue candy card I've been able to place inside my candy bag for that round, I'm going to score an additional bonus point. Likewise, if I'm able to finish the 2 middle rows, thus crossing off both of the red candy color bonuses, I would get 2 additional bonus points for each red candy card that I was able to place inside my candy bag for that round. The third available bonus is based on eliminating other players. Every time you eliminate another player, meaning that you pass them a candy card that they cannot fit inside their candy bag, thus eliminating them from the round, you get a player elimination candle. Then at the end of the round, when scoring, you multiply the number of player elimination candles you've earned. So in a 4-player game, the maximum number of candles you could have is 3. And you multiply it by the number of ghost candies that you have successfully placed inside your candy bag. Add those 3 numbers up, and that's your final score for the round. SweetStack suggests playing 3 rounds and determining the winner based on most points after those 3 rounds. Where there's a little bit of strategy involved is in the pumpkin power tokens. With 1 pumpkin power token, you can discard your entire hand of candy cards and redraw as many as you discarded. For 2 pumpkin power tokens, you can rotate any candy before you place it into your candy bag. And remember, all candies have to go in right side up by default. For 3 pumpkin power tokens, you can swap the candy card that was just passed to you by another player for a candy card in your hand and place that card inside your candy bag for that turn. So managing the cards that supply you with pumpkins, as well as when and how you use your pumpkin power tokens, is critical to maximizing the number of points you can get for that round. Combining those pumpkin power abilities with the 3 means of scoring, play 3 rounds, and that's a game of SweetStack. All right, everyone, so that was SweetStack. I hope it looks interesting to you and you give it a try. Great family-friendly, casual, light game, good filler in that you can kind of play however many rounds you feel like, and an interesting mechanic. Next week, I think we're going to take a look at Okushin Party, which came out last year at the Fall Tokyo Game Market. I picked this up in Hiroshima, where I was 2 weekends ago with my wife and in-laws. Went to the Yellow Submarine there and picked up a couple games. This one has attracted my eye for a while now, mostly because the art is just a really fun, comic-y dungeon diver fantasy style. And mechanically, it is a hero drafting, dungeon crawling dice game. So mixes a couple fun mechanics. Please like my videos, subscribe to Games for Gaijin, Share this channel with your friends and board gaming groups, and join us next time for episode 4 of Games for Gaijin. Thanks.